Good morning, everybody. We're going to do a leg workout today, so I hope you are ready. I hope you can hear me, so if you've hopped on to join this workout with me, just give me a little thumbs up so I know that everything's good, A-okay, you can hear me well. So why I do such a concentrated workout on legs is because they are your powerhouse. Your legs are so essential to everything that you do, from getting up out of a chair, from walking the dog, getting up out of bed. We need our legs, okay? So I'm just gonna adjust this a little bit so you can see me a little bit lower down. And hopefully that's the complete picture. So we have joints that we have to protect. We have our hips, we have our knees, we have our ankles. And so right now we're just gonna start with a little march in place, a little warm up. All right, hi Donna. So I'll give you a little story why it's so important for me and most of us to work our legs. So I used to do a lot of running, a lot of running, in addition to my work as a personal trainer and fitness instructor. And when perimenopause set in, the ugly P word, a lot of things started to change, but I didn't really know what it was at the time, and I started to get really bad hip pain. So, come to find out that I had a hip labrum tear, and I had some other things going on that was causing a lot of problems in the lower back. Who can relate? Who out there can relate with this kind of thing? So, I wanted to do a little exploration and found out that I was very uneven. I had very tight hip flexor on one side and a very weak glute on the other side. So I started to do things that would strengthen the glute and stretch. Now I'm going to incorporate some stretches at the end of this 30-minute workout, but if you want a list or you want more stretches, please DM me or go on my website, firstclassfitnessandwellness.com, or look me up on YouTube and do some stretches. I can give you some stretches, or you can look me up on YouTube under Marlo Scott and do some stretches with me. But today we're going to focus on strengthening our stabilizing muscles that a lot of people forget about. Everybody thinks we're going to go to the gym, we're going to have a leg day, and it's going to be all about the quads and the hammies, and also the glutes. It is your biggest muscle. But just like any other foundation, legs are your foundation, you have to have a good structure around it, supporting structure. So think of when you build a house, what that looks like. That structure is very important, and those stabilizing beams are your outer thighs and your inner thighs. So yes, we're gonna work a little outer and inner thigh today. Hopefully, you're gonna incorporate some of these things into your workouts and your leg day. So remember, I'm doing just a couple of these Friday morning workouts to get you guys ready for the season, get my people ready for the season. They're coming back soon. Some of you are watching today. All right, so we gotta stay strong. And some of these exercises, no doubt, will help you get stronger. For me personally, it kept me out of having to have surgery. It helped me build muscle tissue, and it helped me stabilize the hips, the pelvis, and my lower back. Very all important things. So if I can help you do that, I've done my job. So let's pick up the pace, get your trackers on. We've been talking for a few minutes. If you want to give me a little shout to let me know that you're there, that would be great. And if you'll notice, I also brought over a chair today. kids work out too, and they've left their stuff all over the place. I don't know if you can see it, but we'll just work around it. All right, let's get those knees up. We're gonna get those knees all the way up. Wake up the hip flexors so you know part of your core muscles are all these stabilizing muscles, and some of them are in the legs. So when we talk about core, you have things like your hip flexors, which are also part of your legs. So we have to work them and keep them strong. So we're going to be focused on all these muscles that surround those hips, those knees, those ankles. And if you are one of those people that does have to have surgery, doing these exercises will help get you ready for surgery so that you come out of it with flying colors, quick healing time, or these might be some of the things you incorporate after you get done with your PT. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna point the toes, really point those toes, and let's go ahead and warm up the ankles. I'm gonna get the music up a little bit, so keep going with those toe points. I didn't go anywhere, I'm just making the music a little bit louder. It's just some background noise. Okay, point those toes. Now let's move on to heels. Heels, so we're lifting up the toes. Good job. Okay, keep it going. Heel, heel. Now, with some of the exercises that we do, it's your choice. Your choice if you want to pick up weights and do some arm work with it. That'll help you maximize this workout. All right? Keep it going. Let's get those arms up. Wake up the shoulders. Hopefully you're having a good morning. And you're gonna get this done before you go off and do whatever you're gonna do for your day, or go to work, get the kids to school, whatever you got going on. Let's go. Down here in sunny Florida, the kids have gone back to school. And sometimes that leaves you with extra time in the morning, and sometimes it just opens up some part of the day where you can maybe get this workout in. And remember, it's here, it's available for you on Reels at any time. So don't forget to take a look whenever you get a chance. Maybe you can't do this whole thing, but that's okay. You come back to it. Exercise is always here for you. Now let's do some open jackets and start to open up the hip rotator. Keep it going. We're gonna lock those elbows in close to the waist. So we're going ahead and opening up through the shoulders. Warming up those shoulders. And good job. All right, let's open it up higher. Lift it. Good. Woo! We got it going. Open up those hips. Get all the kinks out. Feeling good. We're lubricating, marinating. And good job. All right, march it out. Now you know there's nothing like, for me, a live experience. Especially, I teach every day pretty much to a live group. A couple of live groups a day. Not on here, but right in person here in South Florida. So if anybody's interested in inviting me to your community, please reach out. We'll see what we can do. And also, don't forget to look me up on YouTube under Marlo Scott. I have a lot of videos on there for you to do, and shorts, things that will help teach teach you how to do a push-up, a plank, sit up, just so you don't hurt yourself. All right, let's pick it up. We're gonna pick it up right here. Little speed burst. Don't forget, when it comes to your cardio, you wanna get those 30-second speed bursts in there. Good for the heart. Keep going, keep going. I'm gonna see who joined us today, this morning. Hello. How you guys doing? Let's go, let's get those knees up. Woohoo, get them up there. All right. So again, I brought the chair. We're gonna do a little step touch, lateral movement. Good for the inner thighs. Let's do some arm swings. We learned about arm swings last week. A little Eastern medicine into our workout. We want to really swing it, decompress. You know, I did not sleep well last night. Woke up with terrible, terrible kink in the neck. Does that ever happen to you? So, sometimes you just work it out with a little arm swing. Now our hip flexors should be nice and warmed up. So let's take it to the front and lift the knees up. We're going to pull the belly button in, shoulders down, and we can add those arm swings. Let's go. When you're on your own, aim for 30. It makes a nice warm up, and it helps to get some of that stuck stress out of the body. Lift, good. Shake out those arms, shake out those shoulders. You're also pulling that belly button in, so you're contracting the abdominals. And good, let's do 5 more, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more speed burst, come on, let's get it up there. Let's see, are you in your target heart zone yet? Let's press those toes down, get a little lower to the ground, start to engage the glutes. Start to engage those quadriceps, maybe a little lower. Keep going. We can do a little jab. Woo! Punch it out, keep those feet moving. Really warming up now. Feel those legs. Okay, let's go right here. We're going to use the chair for our first set of sit and stand. So what we're going to do, basic functional movement, and if you want to make this harder, add a weight. We're going to come up out of the chair and down. Remember, we don't want to push off the chair. Barely let the booty touch the chair, come right back up. We're going to do 5 more. And 5, don't lock the knees. 4, 3, 2. You doing it with me? And 1. All right, right here, while we're here, let's do a little weight bear and hold that weight up. Doesn't matter what it is. Hold it up. I can't see. Hold it in the air. Good job. Woohoo! March, march, march. Did you do your heel drops this week? We should all do them together. Let's do them right now. All right, so shake it out, walk it around. We got good vibes. We got good music. We're warmed up, so now those endorphins should be kicking in a little bit. All right, let's do those heel drops. So important for the spine and the bones. We're pushing the heels down. We're not doing a calf raise. We're pressing. Press, press. Feel the vibration. Things are going to shake. That's okay. Remember, I can't see you. I can only see what you write. Let's go. Press, press. Good. Are you feeling the shake? Are you feeling the vibration? Hold those arms up there. Good weight bearing, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, double tap. Woo-hoo! It's a party now. Right through those heels. Okay, good. Let's Let's do a second set of the sit and stand. Now with this one, if you're feeling real strong and you want to try it on one leg, you can have that other leg out. So let's do a couple more of these on this leg. Woo, we got it. And let's do the other side. We don't want to be uneven. Take it up. 3 more. And good. Okay, let's march it up. How did that feel? Your legs are definitely awake now. So another way to really wake everything up is to do a wall squat, a wall sit. So that would just be us sitting at the wall. I don't know if you can see me. Again, kids left the weights out. But you can go ahead right here, pull those shoulders back, do a wall sit. So if you didn't quite want to do that sit and stand, you could also do a wall sit. Wall sits are part of that best workout. Remember we talked about that best? Bone estrogen strength training. And so are squats. So particularly a goblet squat. So pick up that weight now. We're going to turn the knees out a little bit, toes out. When you do a squat, it's important to remember if you have the toes out and the knees out a little bit, you will protect the knee. So we're going to hold it like a goblet and we're going to take it down. See how low you can go. We're going to try to go a little bit lower than the chair because we got to progress on this next exercise. So a whole body exercise right here, the goblet squat. You could also let it hang if you needed to. And good, let's take a deep breath. So we're going to exhale on that exertion. Inhale. Your legs should be talking to you. So what are we working here? We're working our quadriceps. We're working our hamstring. We're working our glutes. And because we're turned out a little bit, we're also waking up those inner thighs. Those are part of the stabilizing muscles of the leg. And those stabilizers, if you didn't hear me at the beginning, are so important for the hip. Okay, let's take it up and march it out. You know, the goal is also to get out of pain. A lot of us are in pain. When you exercise, you're getting some of those good endorphins running through the body. You're lubricating everything. So naturally, those are your pain elixirs. And by making everything strong, you're building more muscle tissue to protect those joints. So because of all the extra work that I added in specifically for my hips, I've been able to get out of hip pain. It doesn't mean I have other pains going on, but that particular pain. All right, so what we're gonna do now is go into a plie squat. So let's see if we can open it up a little bit more. And we're gonna do that weight bearing here. Take it down and up. Now remember I said we also can't forget about the ankle. So while we're here, we can also split this up, maybe one heel up, putting a little work into that ankle. Feels good. All right, let's try that on the other side, heel up. We should try to aim for 10 to 15 reps of these exercises. Maybe 2 sets if you have time, a third. And good, we're gonna hold it here and press, press. Good. Remember not to stick the booty out. We're pulling that belly button in. Good form. We're pulling the shoulders down so that they're not up here by the ears. Press, press. A little lower. Woo! Okay, let's take it up. Now remember, so many of us look in the mirror, we see all this stuff, but we don't take inventory of what's going on here. So every once in a while, if you're near a mirror, take a look, make sure your form is okay. Take a look at what's going on with those legs. All right? So we're gonna take a little drink because everybody deserves a drink break right about now. Important to remember, we're gonna do those sit and stands on our own. We're gonna do those goblet squats or a wall sit. Now we're gonna go into some lunges. And if you want, again, you can use a weight. So I like to do multi-directional lunges. And why this is important is because we need proprioception in our lives to help us know where we are in time and space at all times. It helps to prevent falling, very important. So even if you trip, you know, your brain knows where the next step can be because we're used to doing multi-directional movements. So let's go ahead and just start with a regular lunge. Now I know some people might find lunges challenging because of a knee issue or maybe something else, but what we're going to do is try to bend the knee. See if you can bend both the front and the back leg. And if you cannot, you can also step out. This way you still get the feeling of the lunge and you're doing a little proprioception. Now let's go out on a V angle. So let's do that. And remember, you can always do stuff with the arms. This will also get your heart rate up. Pressing for the chest. So I'll just give you a couple ideas while we're here. We're taking it out. Outer thigh is also getting activated when you step out. Now let's try to cross it in front. So now we're going to cross. Okay, cross it. Looking good. Maybe we push up on the second set. We're crossing and we're working those inner thighs. Your adductors. Press. Squeeze each time, maybe get down a little lower. It's important to look at where your knee is. Is it behind your toe? And good, let's do two more. You got it. All right, march it up. March, march, march. How do we do with those? We've only just begun with those. All right, let's go. We're gonna go backwards now. So we're gonna go straight back, maybe get a little bicep work. Let's work unilaterally. And let's just focus on one leg, one arm, and press. Good. This way you can get a little more focus. Looking good. Step way back and get ready to do a switch, a little switcheroo to the other side. Here we go. And make it seamless. Stepping back. Are you breathing? Exhale. All right. Now get ready. Let's go out on that diagonal. I'm going to grab two weights. And let's do a little tricep. Rest. Good. Let's step out. Again, stepping out, stepping back. This is good muscle memory. We're doing a kickback for the arms. Multitasking at its finest. And 5, 4, get down there, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. March it out. We're going to cross, just like we did in front. We're going to cross it now. Here we go. We're going to go cross. So many things we can work on by doing this little cross movement. We can hold those arms up. You can choose to do a set of hammer curls right here. Going back to the biceps. Or you can just go back to the triceps, whatever you want to do. Woo! I like to hold these, so let's hold it right here. Squeeze those inner thighs together and press, press. Now we can do a little work on the knee, if you lift the front heel, I don't know if you can see that, lift that front heel, work on those muscles that surround the knee. Woo! All right, let's switch. Here we go. Cross it. It doesn't have to be an extreme cross, just behind the other leg, and we're gonna go down and press. Lift that heel. Squeeze it, squeeze it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, march it out. Now, if you need to shake that out a little bit, we can do something called the skater. It's gonna get the heart rate up a little bit. You could also do this as part of your warm-up, but I wouldn't do it as the first exercise in the warm-up. All right, we're gonna go cross, cross. Good. Reaching for the floor. Good. We can take it slow, or we can do true skater form, add a little hop. Reach for the floor. All the long arm people can get all the way down and touch the floor. How are we doing with that? Take some deep breaths. Your heart rate should be up there. Okay, keep it going. You guys are doing great. Hi, Kathy. All right. We're feeling good? March, march, march. Okay. Let's work those inner thighs and outer thighs a little bit more. So this is where I'm going to ask you for some props. Okay, if you have a band, any kind of band like this, we're going to get that out now and use that. Can you believe we're almost done? Okay. Now, one thing I didn't do was a stationary lunge. So I do want to do that with you because a stationary lunge is right here and it helps to work the balance. We're going to stay right there and press, press. Good. We kind of did it before. We focused on it a little bit, but we only did a pulse. Now if you want to come up and down, you want to make sure both feet are in the same direction and you can use a weight and get a row in there with it. Good. Taking it down nice and low. Now a variation on the lunge is a single-legged squat, and why I like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is just put the toe on the floor and try to sit as low as we can. Why I like that is because you not only use the quads and the glutes and the hammies, but you're also really working those inner and outer thighs. So if your leg goes in, again, look at yourself in the mirror. If your leg goes in, you might have some issues with a weak glute or a weak inner thigh. So we want to work that. You can even try lifting the foot and get into that single-legged squat. Get as low as you can. Work it, get down there. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, do the other side. We don't want to be uneven. Here we go. Take it down. Now your choice. I'll give you the choice of doing that lunge, stationary lunge. Maybe with a row, or let's do the single-legged squat. I like to do it with balance, lifting my toe up. And good job. All right, inner and outer thigh. We can just go with the simple stability tap out to the side. You don't need to hold on to anything. You don't have to. If you want a challenge, we've got the band. We're going to slip it right here underneath the feet. And let's try to push it out. Push. Out, in. Out, in. Good. Woo. Let's go. Push it out there. This one really works into the abdomen. 2. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'll show you how to increase those knee lifts with those arm swings. In the beginning, in your warm-up, you can pull out the band and lift, lift. Good. We got a lot more work going on in the hip flexor when we can simply add a band or a little resistance. We're pulling up, and I love this one too. For people who really aren't as stable, they can sit and do it. It still works. Good. Also, if you hold the weight, you're getting that weight bearing in. Sitting up tall. Lift those knees. Which brings me to my next exercise. We're going to go ahead, take the band off for a minute. We're going to do this with straight legs. Let's go to the edge of the seat and lift the legs. Sit up tall. Lift. I like to do this on the floor. And again, I don't know if you can see this, but on the floor, sitting up tall, lift those legs. So good for the hip flexors, but also good for the knees. Lift. If you add a weight, you get a little more work there on that quadricep. So let's do this. If you can't get to the floor and the chair is your option, we're going to go right here. Keep lifting that leg. If you turn the toe out just a little bit, you're going to work into the inner thigh, the sartorius. You can't separate that quad. It's all part of one group. But the sartorius is a really important part of that group, of the quadricep, because it's the only muscle, it's the longest muscle in the body, but it's the only muscle that actually connects the two. So it wraps around the knee and attaches at the hip. So let's do that at the other side. And squeeze. It's a muscle that sometimes is hard to get to as people reflect. Unless you're a cyclist, they always have a nice muscle, a nice sartorius. Lift. Turn that toe out. Lift it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. Feel that in the inner thighs. Okay. Here we go with the bands again. This time I'm going to lift it up a little bit. Right here. Not at the knee. I'm going to attach my feet and push it out. Good. Now that might not be giving you as much resistance as you want. You always have the option to bring it up here. The thigh. Again, not the knee. And open. Good. Don't you love that we're doing these sitting down? Now I'll show you how we can make this more challenging. Of course, we can lift. Right. Squeeze. Really using those abdominals and take it out there. Woo! Or you can take it to the floor and try to balance. Good. Out. Keeping the feet together though. Good. If you have to take it here, you can also do that. Okay. We can also add a crunch. So have fun with that however you want to do that. You got it. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right. How about a little work for the hamstring? So using the chair for balance if you need to. All right, we're going to swing it up. And let's also give the standing leg a little more to do. Let's come up and work the calf. Opposite the heel drop. Squeezing up. Squeeze that calf. Good. Now from here, I want to get into the low back, into the glute a little more. Right now, this is just hamstring. Again, if you still have your band on, you're getting even more resistance. But we want to go from here into an extension to the back. Now this is a great one because it works into the low back working some non-work. Here we go. Take it in, elbow to knee. Good. Keep going. If you don't need to hold on, then don't. Woo-hoo! I'm carrying. Good. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. All right, I've shown you a lot already. A great amount to incorporate into your very own leg day, however you want to design it, or put copy this on again. We got to do the other leg, and then we'll do some stretches. Let's do our hamstring curl first with our calf raise. Don't forget about that. Kicking that heel up all the way to the glute. While we work the calf, good. Make it a balance challenge. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Extend, squeeze the glute. This can also be done on the floor. Maybe next week, that's what we do. We do all 4 steps. You can make requests if you want. And really reach it all the way out. 4 more. And 4, 3, balance, 2, and get ready for the side obliques. Bring it in, and out, and in, and out. Good. Try to make that connection, elbow to knee. Okay. Looking good. Let's go ahead and take it up and over. Side obliques again. And if you're in the chair, right here. Side, side. Keep it moving. We're getting ready to go into stretches. But let's scoop out the middle. Working to the side obliques. Let's lift the leg. Hold it there. Flex the foot. Supporting the knee. Getting those muscles strong that support and surround the knee. And good. Let's switch. Pick it up, put it over there. Pick it up, put it over here, right? It's very functional. Okay, let's keep switching the legs. Good. Get it up there. I'm not touching the backrest. I'm not cheating. Let's go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Separate those legs. Feeling so good. All right, give me a little sexy shoulder. Work it out. All right, we're going to have fun. Do a little jumping jack. Out, out. Hitting the outer thighs and inner thighs. Let's go. Both legs. Again, not leaning on the backrest. Variations of this. We can go out like a cheerleader. Let's go. Woo-hoo! It feels good. Puts a smile on your face. That's the most important part, right? You try to have a good outlook and keep moving. All right, now inner thigh. Lift. Up. And squeeze and hold for a second. Squeeze and hold. Squeeze and hold. Get those legs up there. If you don't need to hold on, then don't. And good. Let's go. Up. We got it. 2 more. And double time. Get those heels together. Inner thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, fire. All right, take it down. Lean with the chest. I would say we worked for 40 minutes. We're going to lean down with the chest. We're going to come all the way up. Stretch that shoulder. Take a deep breath. And good. Let's take it over to one side. A little neck flexion. And just Give yourself a second to bring that heart rate down. Take notice of where you are and how fast your heart rate comes down. And good. Let's reach all the way back. Let's reach for the back press. Lift the chin. Nice stretch. Let's bring the chin down. And good. All right, we're going to look side to side. So let's sit up, bring those shoulders down. Maybe hold on to the end of the chair, the bottom of the chair, or the floor. And we're going to turn. Center, side, center, side. Try not to move those shoulders at all. Center, side, center, side. Good. All right, let's drop the chin and take it from one side. Drop it into a semicircle to the other side. Feels so good. Don't skip out on these stretches, guys. So important. We're going to go ahead and stretch those legs, which we worked so hard. All right, so let's go ahead and turn in the chair. Push the leg back. So we're stretching, opening up that hip flexor, and we're going to reach toward the chair. If you want to do this standing up, you can do it standing up. Then an even bigger stretch by pushing that calf back down toward the ground and hold it. Ooh, feels so good. Let's open it up and reach back. If you can, if you're feeling balanced, lift that other arm up. Open it up, stretch that side oblique. And good. All right, let's try that on the other side. So let's go ahead into that deep stretch for that hip flexor. Especially if you have tight hip flexors. If you sit a lot, or in your car a lot, if you run, or do any kind of cardio like running or walking or cycling, you might have tight hip flexors. You gotta stretch them. Bring it up and over. And now bring it back. Here comes the balance challenge. Good. All right, let's take it up. We're going to turn it to the front. Hold it right here. A little plie. And let's go side to side. So we're going to get into the inner thigh and the hamstring. All right, let's sit on one side, keeping the knee behind the toe. Flex the foot. Hold it there. Thank you guys so much for waking up and being a part of this, getting a little cardio in, learning something about what you need to incorporate into your leg day. I know not everybody likes exercise. And if this can make it just a tad easier or a tad more efficient for you, then I've done my job. All right, now remember, you can always replay this in my reels. Let's round the back, arch the back,